First half of the game, the tails had not much on the ground, but it's okay. We're trying to work, trying to improve that effort. So, we're trying to keep it on, keep doing better each week.
Can you give us a sense of the locker room? Where close losses are frustrating, but multiple close losses maybe even more so. Can you give us a sense of how the guys are doing?
Oh, we're all good. I mean, it's just about cleaning up the mistakes that we have in the game and come back next week and doing better. That's all it is.
You didn't see a lot of kickoff returns this year. You had some nice kickoff returns. It's been rare to see them on both ends. Tell us about that part of the game today.
When you kick return, it's just about fair catch and making sure you do a smart play and get the ball on 25. I mean, you don't want to lose yards on behind the sticks or behind 25-yard line. You don't want to, get an offense in that position. So fair catch is fine for all of them.
You had a chance to run some back.
Oh yeah, today was definitely fun to do that. Definitely a great field to get on there and get some returns, get upfield and get the offense started in a good field position.
Hey, Devyn, you mentioned those mistakes. In your opinion, what do you think needs to be done to address that and to fix it?
That's a question for Coach Franklin, so I cannot answer that.
What gets in the way of improvement, though? Because it hasn't been a mystery all year, the sorts of things you want to get better at and maybe even how to do them. But it's one thing to say, it's another thing to do. What kind of gets in the way of that next step?
Nothing really gets in the way of the next step. I mean, it's just about doing what you got to do the next week and execute. I mean, you have the mistakes you had in this game today, go in the film room tomorrow, Monday, come back the next week and prepare for the bowl game. Try to clean up everything that we did wrong this game, and try to make it an improvement for the next game.
What is that process like from here now? Because I would guess maybe practice tomorrow, maybe not, but you have a little bit of time here to find out who your opponent is, and then of course, more time until you actually go play that game. So what are the next couple of days, weeks like for you guys?
Man, it's just about going into the film room, cut the mistakes, and just trying to be better, 1% better each year. That's all it is.
Devyn, we've written a lot about the run game this year. How would you describe it?
The run game is definitely improving, I believe. There's just a lot of things that we can get better at. Just about even for a running back standpoint, us pressing holes better, us just making sure we see how the O-line's blocking, how the linebackers are moving, how safeties are playing with us. And it all starts with us first. We got to look at ourselves, and just got to keep getting better, keep moving.
Was there an element of frustration for your room with the inability to convert on third and shorts for a lot of the season? I know it's a team effort, but running backs I know take a lot of pride in that.
I mean, like I said, that's probably Coach Franklin.
What was Coach Franklin's tone after this game?
Now it is every game. I mean, pretty much like he's proud of us. We gotta make sure that we come back next week with no mistakes. That we gotta do. I mean, he loves all of us. He appreciates all of us, and we're a family, really. So what he feels is what we feel. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta make sure we take his anger, his emotions, or whatever it is, it may be. Make sure that we, translate that to the next week and do better.
Does it feel like running the ball is a priority in this offense?
I'm not sure about that. That's Coach Franklin.
You talk about conditions like today. Were you surprised how offensive the game was in the first half? Was it much more difficult as the snow continued to fall in the second half? How the day played out for you guys?
I feel like it was pretty much the same. I think for both halves. It snowed in the beginning, it snowed at the end. I mean, snow is just snow. We still got to play ball, so regardless.
But there were some guys making some great catches, throwing the ball, spinning around there. So it didn't surprise you guys that you were able to move the ball offensively.
Definitely not surprising. I mean, that's what we do. Play ball.
Devyn, to finish the season at 7-5 after a 5-0 start, does this feel like a missed opportunity for this team this season?
I wouldn't say a missed opportunity. I'd say that just a lot of growth needs to be done from both sides of the ball. Just a lot of effort, a lot of just different things like that. We just got to clean up. And hopefully, the season didn't turn out the way we wanted it to be, obviously. But we can come in every single week and try to get better. That's all you can ask for a team,
When you mentioned effort, did you feel like effort wasn't there?
Oh, effort was here today. It was here today, here every game. It's just the amount of effort. Are they playing with more effort than us? That's all it is.
When you mentioned growth on both sides of the ball kind of quickly, is there anything that immediately jumped to mind there, or is it just like overall everything?
You guys didn't give any back over 100 yards rushing so far this season. What's important about that milestone for you guys and maybe trying to get somebody over in that ball game?
Yeah, it's definitely a milestone for any back to get over 100 yards in the game. You're doing your thing. So, like I said, it's a combination of a lot of things. It's running backs, O-line, tight ends, the whole offense as a whole. We all got to make sure it works. So, one thing doesn't go, then the whole play is done. So we got to make sure that everyone's on the keys, reading their keys. keys, make sure they take the right first step, footwork. It works. So.
I'm sorry, how important are these next few weeks? I know that the season didn't end the way you guys wanted, but how important are the next few weeks towards maybe getting back on track?
Yeah, it's definitely very, very important. I mean, not just these next few weeks, but even every single week before this. It was very important. We're trying to do better every single week. That's all we can ask for.
2 more for Devyn. What's this season been like for you individually?
Individually, it's been honestly pretty good. Being the guy in the room that kind of like understands what's going on and trying to, I guess, teach like Kevon and Gaz, all the running backs in our room, just how to practice, how to do the routine things every single day to make sure that it shows up in the game days. And like we see today, Kevon making catches, making plays, like that's all he does during practice. So he's gonna show up in the game and do the same thing.
How would you assess the season that Kevon's had?
Oh, great season. I believe that man took a big step in his own personal life by running the ball, being a running back, and he's still learning. And that's even the scariest part about him. And I can't wait to see what he's gonna be later. That's all.
Thanks, Devyn.